Yeah, no hate to the creator, this has actually been a pretty fun little debate.
See on the young two-faces debunk.
Because you would have to prove that the size of the dimension.
Yeah, you see here two-faces is high level of incompetence. First off, this is a completely different tier system than what I'm using. Second, this only applies to pocket dimension, not completely different time spaces. By the way, I never used this scan in my entire video.
Yeah, you started the video out with that scan, bro.
This is one mistranslated scan. This is one mistranslation to the other 5 that still say space-time. So my argument would still go through and I have more evidence backing it up.
Are you sure about that?
So first of all, let's go over all the evidence you have backing it up. First of all, you have this scan, which I already debunked in my other video, but here's another debunk. Next, there's this scan, which when translated proves that when they say spin space in the data book, they're talking about teleportation. That's why the body paragraph is talking about teleportation. Next, there's this scan, which when translated, it also says space. In case you don't know, that word basically means my in Old Japanese. I do have to say though, I wasn't able to translate either of these two scans, not because they're translated accurately or anything, but just because the chapter they come from does not exist on the internet for some reason.
And even very closely fits the definition of a pocket dimension.
This would work if they work out the same space and time as the regular Naruto universe. Problem is, Kaguya dimensions are 4D, having their own space and time, so they wouldn't classify as pocket dimensions.
Yeah, as I just proved, the raw Japanese kanji most consistently translates to space.
Proves that it's just a swap technique.
You're getting not competent at all. This is just Sasuke's version of the Renegade, not Kaguya's version of the Sharingan Renegade.
Yeah, calling me incompetent, yet couldn't even comprehend a single sentence.
I apologize, I did not understand what you said right there, so I will take that back.
Okay, well then, apology accepted.
The car analogy is very disingenuous. Reason why is that Kaguya did not have building blocks. You have to prove that she has building blocks, and we have never seen anything along the lines of that.
So, first of all, she didn't even build the dimensions. But let's go over all the evidence real quick. So, first of all, there's no reason to assume that she created the 5 dimensions that she travels to. The only thing really supporting this is the fact that she calls them her dimensions, which can be explained off in other ways. But really, the only other thing supporting this statement is that title. And as we know, the title is a mistranslation. It says to spin space, not to create it. And using context from this panel that I had to translate, we can see that when they're talking about spinning or expanding space, they're talking about her portals. Black Zetsu says we need to expand space to escape into another space. So a space is a portal. Also, the fact that the data book is supposed to be describing the Ami no Minaka, which is only one jutsu, and the way it describes it in the body paragraph is teleportation as well. So literally nothing in the databook even comes close to supporting this claim. Not to mention, this databook says that she summons the dimensions, which summoning and creating are 2 different things. And since this is the newer databook, it retcons anything in your databook. That and it even refers to the dimensions as spaces, not space-times.
It refers to it as a time space or a space. It only refers to it as a truth seeker orb.
Also,
I don't see how this is relevant to my scale.
the fact that it's the description of the expansive truth seeker orb, and the expansive truth seeker orb is what you're trying to say is a time space. And again, the description doesn't even fit this claim. This means you have no proof of it actually being a time space except for a few mistranslated panels.
And Sasuke were both being held down as well. So if they're all relative and they're all being held down, then it's not an outlier. It just means she doesn't scale to the dimension.
Yes, she is weakened, and then Naruto gets stronger and is able to fight her now. Yeah, that about wraps it up for the rest of this vid.
Yeah, go ahead and prove Naruto getting stronger for me. Also, while you're at it, go ahead and prove Kaguya getting weaker. Based on that claim, I feel like I've watched more Naruto than you have. I mean, if you really watch Naruto like you said you have, you would know that Kaguya was no-diffing Naruto, Sasuke, and Kakashi in that fight. The only hit that even landed before that was the harem jutsu, which was obviously just supposed to be for comedic effect. And if you're trying to say that she lost power after creating the expansive truth seeker orb, I'm sorry to say, but this happened a couple chapters before that, so it's still around the time that she's no-diffing Naruto and Sasuke, meaning she's at full power and you cannot prove that it's drained. Unless you're trying to say that she lost a significant amount of power just by being punched once by Naruto, in which case that supports the glass cannon argument. And again, it's not an outlier. In all honesty, the outlier would be Kaguya having universal AP after us not having seen anything past multi-continental in the series before.
Also, I forgot to mention, even if she did create them, you have to prove it took a reasonably short time frame. And it took literally 8 pages just for the space to start, and that's with me cutting out most the talking scenes, which would add way more time than these 2-page spreads. I repeat, it took 8 pages global, just for the space to start. That's not a reasonably short time frame.
But yeah, that's just my take. Let me know what y'all think in the comments.